Erica and Paul, when South Carolina recruits businesses to relocate, they can offer tax breaks to sweeten the deal. But that did not apply to professional sports teams until today. Lawmakers in the House and Senate filed legislation trying to lure the Panthers to South Carolina. They hope that it would make moving the practice facility and hundreds of jobs a no-brainer. Early this morning, the Panthers owner David Tepper and powerful politicians gathered at the governor's mansion to discuss a deal that could bring an economic Super Bowl to South Carolina.
Allison, as we look at everything that is surrounding the Panthers and them coming to South Carolina, it's going to be big.
Tepper wants to build a world-class practice field, team offices, and a sports medicine facility with Atrium Hospital, plus shops and restaurants across the border, proving to fans the Panthers truly are one team in two states. Sources tell Channel 9 the Panthers are eyeing Rock Hill as a future location.
In Rock Hill, South Carolina, the motto for us is Football City, USA. That's known nationally, Mr. Clymer, because of the talent that comes out of Rock Hill. Now we have talent coming to South Carolina.
The facilities could trump the Dallas Cowboys and Minnesota Vikings practice centers that attract fans and families with restaurants, shops, and other businesses. To make the move even easier, lawmakers in both chambers filed legislation that would allow professional teams to get tax credits. It's not clear how much of a tax break the Panthers could receive, but state leaders say the economic ripple effect is well worth it.
But we believe that this will be a magnet for all sorts of enterprises, some associated with football.
The governor and South Carolina lawmakers wouldn't say how soon the Panthers could move across state lines, but I'm told the legislation filed today that would make them eligible for those tax credits will likely be up for a vote on the House floor by April 1st. They also wouldn't say exactly where this facility would go, only that it would be in York or Lancaster County. And our South Carolina Bureau reporter Greg Suskin joins us in Indian Land. Greg, no matter where this facility goes, it's going to bring excitement.
Yeah, it certainly is. In fact, words like that, like excited and thrilled, were tossed around kind of like footballs today, not just over there in Rock Hill, but also here in Lancaster County, which was also named as a possible site for this facility. An announcement local communities have been waiting for. The Panthers are planning to build a practice facility and much more in the Palmetto State. Fans hearing the news for the first time were eager for more details.
I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. I hope it all works out.
The Panthers announced they're looking in York County and also neighboring Lancaster County, where we learned local officials pitched booming Indian land to the team last fall.
And we submitted a package that we thought might be competitive, and then, as always, these things go silent for a long time.
The Panthers are making noise now, but are still silent on specific locations they're considering for the new paw print in South Carolina. Including the state in the team's future is a win, others told us.
Well, I think that's a great thing to bring, the South Carolinians in, because they go and they go watch, Panthers. They love the Panthers too.
Even fans and supporters realize the kind of jobs and investment the team wants to move across the border means local communities have to think about how to handle it.
We also need the infrastructure to handle all the motels, hotels, restaurants, and all the people coming in.
Rock Hill's Mayor John Geddes called the Panthers announcement not just a game changer, but transformational.
There's a big world out there, and I think a lot of people in our community don't quite realize how big that world could be.
And Rock Hill's mayor told me today he has met with the team several times in the past. That could be a reason there's a little more confidence over there in York County as to where this may be built, but he would not discuss any specific sites they've looked at. Allison?
All right, Greg Suskin reporting for us tonight. Thank you. Fans in Charlotte actually stand to benefit from this, too. Let's bring in our sports director, Phil Orban. And Phil, you're there in Charlotte near the Uptown practice location. This brings an opportunity to really transform the current practice fields into another destination for the fans.
Yeah, you're exactly right. As far as practice fields go, what the Panthers have right now, isn't great, but in terms of prime uptown real estate, you can't get much better than within walking distance of Bank of America Stadium. Should this facility move to South Carolina, it would open up a 7-acre site for developing bars, hotels, and restaurants, all within the shadow of Bank of America Stadium. And not just for Panther games either. David Tepper wants to bring a Major League Soccer team to Charlotte. He wants to have concerts in the stadium, and he wants to have community festivals like the Untapped Beer Festival going on in 2 months in this stadium as well. Allison, back to you.
All right, Phil, thanks. So we actually spoke with North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper today about the possibility of losing the practice fields. He said to remember this is not a done deal yet. He would not say if North Carolina is trying to make a counter offer to what South Carolina may be offering in incentives, but he did say that obviously the Panthers are a priority and there are a lot of opportunities with the team.
They have big plans for what they want to do with the stadium and the potential for NCAA Final Four and for soccer and everything else.
Certainly a lot of changes in the coming years, both in North Carolina and South Carolina. We're going to continue to talk to our sources in South Carolina and with the Panthers to try to find out where this possible location will be and when ink is dry on a deal. As soon as we learn anything, you can be sure that we will let you know. Eric, I'm Paul.
All right, Allison, thank you for that detailed coverage. Thank you.